Hello, my name is Vincent Tucker. I'm a descendant of William Tucker, born and baptized in 1624. His parents, Anthony and Isabella, arrived in 1619 on the ship the White Lion. The name of our organization is the William Tucker 1624 Society. We're based here in Virginia, and we would like to share with you a little history. And I would like to first thank Ocean Lake High School, the Black Student Union, and Tallwood High School, the African Caribbean Club, for your questions. They're great questions, and hopefully I'm able to share my responses and give you answers in a manner that's applicable to your understanding. Now, we're going back 402 years. So a lot of history has been lost. A lot of history has been burned, but we will do the best we can. I first would like to share with you the mission of the William Tucker 1624 Society. The William Tucker 1624 Society conducts research into the life of William Tucker and that of his descendants, as we gain insight into the strength and resilience of Africans who built and populated the United States of America. We document, preserve, and share their narratives. So it is not just William Tucker that we like to know about, but it's also those that arrived on the ship, the White Lion, that were considered the 20 in all. In our research, it's a lot of connecting the dots, and we're able to go back from generation to generation, not only to see how chattel slavery was in America, we can see and learn some of the culture of the behavior of colonialism in other countries, particularly Africa. So again, thank you, and let's get started.
Hello, my name is Ariel Walker. I am a sophomore at Tallwood High School, and my question to the Tucker family is, what did William Tucker do while he was working for the captain, and what inspired his parents to name him William Tucker? Thank you.
That's a great question, and we do not have a written record of the lives of the Angolans, Isabella or Anthony, beyond the 1624, 1625 muster. The documents them as Negro, and William, their son, as baptized. None of them have last names, and their status is not given, and there's very little information about them compared to others listed in the muster. No date of arrival, no ship, no age. It is through oral history that we were told we are descendants of William Tucker. So to the best of our knowledge, based on other documents, it was not uncommon for the child, or maybe firstborn male, to be named after the slave owner.
Hello, my name is Bianna Goodall. I go to Tallwood High School. I'm in grade 12. And my question to the Tucker family is any of his belongings displayed anywhere, or do you guys have any of his belongings? Thank you.
No, to our knowledge, there are no belongings. And we have to understand, the year 1619, the Angolans were captured and enslaved. So they had very little to carry along with them. And whatever belongings, clothing of that nature, over the last 400 years certainly would be destroyed by now, just by the age of it.
Hi, my name is Ayanna. I am a senior at Tallwood High School, and my question to the family of William Tucker is, are there any documents left about William Tucker himself, or maybe even about his parents?
The only documents that's left in reference to William Tucker is the 1624-25 muster documents that he was baptized. Nothing that, according to the mustard, he was the first Black child baptized in a family of parents. Also the book, The Living and Dead in Virginia, February 16, 1623, lists Isabella and Anthony in the household of Captain William Tucker, and there's no evidence that William was born at that time.
Hi, my name is Jakai Gibson. I am a senior at Tallwood High School, and my question is if William Tucker had a relationship with his parents or were they separated when he was growing up?
We can look at William having a relationship with his parents because they would have had to nurtured him. So we can only speculate that he had a relationship with his family.
Hi, my name is Ciara McKenzie. I go to Tallwood High School and I'm in grade 12. My question to the Tucker family is, do you know how William Tucker's early life was, considering that African people were brought to Virginia as indentured servants and not slaves?
Well, when we look at how William Tucker's early life was, we know that in 1619, the Angolans did not arrive in the British colony as free individuals. They were captured by the Portuguese to be sold to plantation owners in Veracruz, present-day Mexico. They left the port of Uganda in Angola on the San Juan Bautista as human cargo. The ship was pirated, and the human cargo was split between the White Lion and the treasurer. The White Lion landed at Point Comfort because the pirates needed supplies and food. Isabella and Anthony and 18 other Angolans were sold for food and supplies. They were not free. So I certainly would like to thank you for those list of questions. They were very important. They were just great questions of you. And it shows me how much you're interested in history and our culture. And thanks again for those questions.
So far, what has been the most memorable part of your journey learning about your ancestors?
Two things I have personally captured. I've captured the perseverance and the ability or the strength in family for Anthony and Isabella to travel many, many miles across the Atlantic Ocean into a foreign country that they could not speak the language. And to know 5 years later, birth a child, William, it showed that in spite of difficulty and challenges, they were able to stay together as a family. They were forced to do many things that they weren't used to doing. They were forced into labor, but they came with a skill set of agriculture because they knew how to farm. And they were brought here to their new world as laborers. So it showed me that our African descendants were hard workers and they were family oriented. So for my family and having a family of entrepreneurs, and we can go back until mid 1800s, we have learned that hard work pays off.
A lot of Black Americans unfortunately do not know where they specifically come from due to slavery. What does it mean to you to be able to know about who and where you come from?
A great question. Many African Americans do not know, unfortunately. However, there are resources. You can now have your DNA checked, ancestry.com, and you can also go to African Ancestry to have research done and to show you where you've come from and where your ancestors are from.
What would you recommend a Black American who wants to know more about their ancestors do to discover their history?
Go to Vital Statistics for research to find out dates and times of their loved ones, their birth, and you can begin to connect the dots because it'll also share with you, say for instance, if you're pulling up your mother and father's marriage records, it will show a little information of their parents signing off to that. Then you can look up their parents, which would be your grandparents, and go backwards, work backwards on that. with the dates and time periods is giving, which would be the date of the marriage or date of birth, if you're looking at their birth certificates, and it'll also show where they live. Sometimes you can go to churches or cemeteries or funeral homes for information. Go to the census records. That will also help you to research and find out, discover your history. And again, your ancestry.com, family research, and go through those processes to help you learn more about who your family is.
Are there any historical documents that detail how William's life in America was and his difficulties living here?
To my knowledge, there are no documents detailing the Williams life here in America. But we can go back through resources and writings and history and learn that once he was born and baptized, and we know that through the oral history that we are descendants of him, because we weren't able to write things down. In many families, it was always the oral history that went from generation to generation. So, but as we look at the lives and research of some of the Europeans, how they live, it will preference or reference us to some of those enslaved individuals that they own. And you can find out some of the stories and what was going on during those times. So we do know that the early lives, they were used to build America, and they were forced to do it.
Hi, have you guys researched into the lives of Isabella and Anthony and where they were born? If so, can you please share what you discovered?
We have found that there are scholars and researchers that discovered that they were born in Ndongo Kingdom in Angola, Africa. So that's known. And my sister Wanda was on a journey with the USA Today newspaper in mid-2019. And not only did she visit the museum there on the coastline in Angola, but she talked to many villagers and historians in that area to discover just how did this journey take place. And there she also learned more about our ancestors and the land that they were originally came from. So that is research, and we're searching for more answers, and we want to learn as much as we possibly can so we can share with others. So just reflecting from where we are today and looking back 400 years, yes, changes have been made, but we have a long ways to go, and we have to stay strong. And I'm very proud of our people who have made it to the White House and become president and vice president, even large corporations. But we can't stop. We have to continue to press forward and keep our mind focused and not allow distractions to take us away from who we are. We're here with many gifts and talents, and we have to utilize those gifts and talents to for the next generation and to make us all a better people.